Atulolapin. By my name, Mr.
Eddie.
Okay,
Mr. Daniel.
Okay, welcome to Angular program. And today we are going to be asking general questions. Please, our question should not be based on relationship alone. You can ask the current situation you are going through in this country, our current life challenges, how to invest in yourself in a better future, etc. So now, today I'm going to start with question, and I think I was going to start earlier.
Okay.
So my question is, what's your most difficult situation career-wise, like difficult decision career-wise?
Difficult decision.
Yes, like difficult decision, and it feels like you start regretted or something.
Okay. I graduated from architecture.
Okay.
And one of my most difficult decisions, one of the most difficult decisions I've made is looking for where to practice my career, my profession, looking for where to practice the most suitable place to settle and practice. Now, for some professions, some regions, some countries, some places are not favorable to you as a professional. You have to move or relocate or something. So I think that has been one of my most difficult decisions to make.
Thank you very much, sir. So, do you have any regrets on decision making?
Well, I don't have any regrets in decision making.
Okay.
But if I can recall, the only regret I have in my life I was having is not about my education, not for the time. That was the only thing I think I was having a little regret. But I know I was able to forge ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So, before the question starts rolling in, I have to take some questions. So, like, what's your advice for youth people in making decisions? Like, what advice you have to give them so they will try not to make wrong decisions? Do you have any advice to the youth out there?
Well, we have a lot of advice, but for the sake of time,
Okay.
before the youth make any decision, I think first of all we should seek the face of God, ask for God's direction, and also listen to your parents.
Okay.
So, because I discovered that some youth, they don't listen to their parents. They don't even ask for direction. They just wake up and start making decisions on their own. So before you make a decision, seek the face of God, also listen to your parents, know what they're saying, if it's the right thing they're telling you. So with prayer and go to your parents' advice, you know that you're making the right decision. So when you do all of that, I think it's important.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So, you're saying your parents and should seek God first before making a decision.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Daniel, do you have any other measures?
I would like to agree with his first seeking God. But as for parents, yeah, it is necessary to seek the advice of your parents concerning your decisions. But your decision, personally to me, your decision is personally yours, right? You can have the input of people, both parents, friends, mentors. It's good to have a mentor, maybe a spiritual mentor, like a spiritual father or something. So it's good to have this it's good to hear from these people before making a decision. But I personally think your decision is entirely up to you. There are some decisions God will not make for you. There's some decisions your parents will not make for you. It might have been good for them, but it might not be good for you. So the decision of how you want to go about your life and the career paths, the choices you want to make are entirely up to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. There's a question here. My question is there a particular age that somebody can leave his parents' house? Is there a particular
Okay.
age?
To answer that question, I don't think there's a particular age. I don't think there's a particular age. You know, people tend to tag the age to a particular time a person should leave his or her father's house. But it's totally wrong. You see, timing is different. Timing is different. I feel you should know when exactly you feel you can fend for yourself. Leaving your parents' house is dependent on your capacity to take care of yourself. Not leaving the house and still coming home to ask for one or two things. So when you feel you are good to make that decision, probably you have a job supporting you, or you have friends or family supporting you, and you feel okay, this is the right time to move out of this place to to do something else, to carve my own path and all. Then there's no age.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So, what's your say on that?
Well, there's no age for somebody to leave his or her parents' house. The question is leaving your parents' house to go and do what? Because there are some persons they are privileged. Yeah, maybe the parents are very wealthy. Even when they leave their parents' house, the parents still be the one to be feeding them, sending them money
Exactly.
to buy food, to buy whatever they want to buy. But there are some that are not privileged enough. They will leave their parents' house and be struggling, hustling, and at the end of the day, they will make it. But leaving your parents' house does not depend on a particular age. But when you feel that you are old enough to leave your parents, you can do that. Whether leaving your parents, you are not putting your hands on the wrong thing, joining bad gangs, and doing all sort of rubbish. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so you're trying to say that even if you are 35 years old and there's no finance for you to relocate to your own place, you
Sorry.
should remain your parents'
No.
house.
I actually wanted to add that
Okay.
it is good to leave your parents' house. It's not good for you to just stay by your parents or stay in your parents' house without going out to know what the world owns. Are you getting it?
Let me
So
add.
it is good. It is good to leave your parents' house. For me, I left my parents' house at about when I was 20 or so. So ever since then, I've been hustling for myself. Are you getting it? So and it has been paying off. So it is good to leave your parents' house. It's not good for you to just stay by your parents at the age of 35, 40, and whatever. So it is good.
Thank you very much, sir. So, Mr. Daniel.
Let me add to what he said.
Okay.
Actually, it's not a bad thing to be in your parents' house at the age of 35. I can give you countless examples of people. There's this popular man, Mr. Alabi, the owner of I think Bet Nigeria or something. Is a honorable member of the House of Rep. He said at one point in his life in Lagos, he was so broke, he had no choice than to relocate. He left his house, he could not pay his rent, nothing. He left his house, went to his parents' house to strategize. He went there for a couple of years, not weeks, not months. At age 30 plus, he was already a grown man. He went there to re-strategize, to replan. Sometimes in life, you need to take some few steps back, sit down, and we plan.
Very good.
The destination does not change, but the route and the road to your destination can change. If you are going to Benin, if you are going to Lagos, there are many routes you can take to Lagos, but we will all get to Lagos. So you should, as parents, we should encourage our children to come home whenever things get tough. When you have a particular age and you say your mates are working, are making money, you are still here, the child has that mentality of even if he's dying, he will stay where he's. So when you give him that welcome, like for example the prodigal son, he refused to go home because he didn't know what his father would do.
Yeah.
But it got so bad, I said, okay, I have to go home. In my father's house, even if I have to eat with pigs, I'll still eat. Than I'm here and all that, you know. And he had to go. And he was surprised to see how his father welcomes him. So, as parents, as friends, as brothers, as colleagues, we should all we should all raise ourselves in a manner that we can say, okay, if it gets rough, I'll go to my dad's house and stay till I can figure out this thing. So back to what I said before, there's no age limit for leaving the house or going back home to properly plan your life.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please let's try and be audible.
Okay.
Please keep your question really in. We're here to answer any question. And the program say ask me anything, whatever it is that you are going through, that thing that you want to ask, that you need answers to. We're here to answer it today. So, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
So, what's your advice for the youth, like when it comes to investment? Like, because today you have to invest to secure your future.
Yes.
So, what's your advice to the people out there when it comes to investing?
Okay. The number one advice I'll give is follow the trend.
Okay.
Follow the trend. What I mean by that is when you are growing up, like for example, let me use for example BlackBerry. BlackBerry was at some point it was a top phone, like it was the top. You know, they became so dominant that if you're not using a BlackBerry phone, you are nothing. Like you are not in vogue. You know. Then the iPhone came and flushed BlackBerry out of the business. Nokia tried to buy BlackBerry at that time for a very huge fee, but they declined, thinking they could survive the market. But the iPhone came and brushed them off the market. The lesson I learned from that is don't fail to follow the trend. When technology and world is moving, move with them. Some people would say, oh, there are some trends as Christians that you can't follow, but that is not true. You can follow a trend and show people how it should be done in a godly way. You can follow a trend and show people how it should be done. So, for example, crypto. So many people are too religious to accept that crypto is a big deal right now. And because of that, even when they give you the chance to dive in, to make something out of it, you withdraw because you feel it's not this, it's not that. And so the number one advice I'm going to give to youths and to young people trying to make money, trying to survive, trying to get something going is to follow the trend. You can revolutionize it. You can be creative. You can change it, but the trend.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
Do you have any contribution to that?
Not really. I think Mr. Dan has said it all.
Okay.
Following the trend does not actually mean that we should, whatever that comes through, we should follow it. For example, there there are so many people that are investing in the wrong way. People investing in things that are not glorifying God. And so, for example, those youths that want to make money by all means, following back corner to make money. So that is not the advice we are giving. We are not saying that trend of Yahoo Yahoo or Yahoo Plus that you should follow it. That's not what we are saying. I think I agree with what Mr. Dan said.
Thank you very much, sir. So there's a question here. What do you think can help our youths in the issues of drug abuse?
Drug abuse is a very broad topic,
Very, very.
but first, I think one of the most common influences of drug users, if you ask them, they'll tell you is their friends. You cannot be friends with a pig and not be dirty. So nobody learns drug from just being inside their house and say, I want to do drugs. It's when it starts from inside your house, you be like, oh, I have this problem, or I don't know what to do. You speak to your friend says, there's one drug you take and this thing will just disappear. And you try it, and the whole problem disappears for that minute. You come back the next day, it's back, the problem is back, and you need that same thing to take the problem off. Before you know it, you start abusing drugs and all. But it started from you confiding in a friend, a wrong friend. So I think the company you keep influences your lifestyle in general. So for me, that is number one, your friends. Number two, I think the environment you grow up in. Yes, the environment you grow up in is going to affect how you see things, the people you meet, the kind of friends you make. If you grow up in a place where your neighbors are decent, your class as in a decent place where no drug addicts, no this and that, the chances of you growing up to abuse drugs or even take drugs at all is very, very slim. So those are the two I can actually talk about right now.
Okay, so how can you help you to the issue of drug abuse? What's your advice like? How can you help them with it? Sir?
How can you help the
Then,
youths?
yes, people that are already addicted to drugs. So what are the measures to take
to come out of it?
come out of drug abuse? Exactly.
Well, before, the drug abuse is ordinarily, before you take a drug, you're supposed to go to the hospital, the doctor will prescribe for you, go to the pharmacy and get your drugs. But the youth nowadays, they don't even follow that process. Or some persons, they don't follow that process. Once they are sick, they just go to the pharmacy on their own to buy paracetamol. Some persons are already addicted to paracetamol. If they don't take it, they can't go sleep, headache.
True.
Are you getting it? So, before you take a drug, make sure that the person that prescribed the drug is a professional. Meet a doctor. Doctor will check you, write drug for you, and go to pharmacy to pick your drug. But those that are already addicted, drug addicts, I think what they need is rehabilitation.
Okay.
Yes, they should go to the hospital again. They will be checked by a professional, a doctor, and the doctor will tell the person what to do to avoid that addiction. But I think first of all is that we should not take drugs without a doctor or a professional.
No, sorry to come in. Sorry to come in, sir.
Okay.
Like, not just taking drugs out of prescription. People like in our society today, our youth, see them going on taking this, like the normal course syrup, overdosing intentionally.
Yes, now that's what
Yes,
that's
they
what I
just
said.
want to take it. Now you advise them to go to rehab. in our own, not just hospital now, in our own surrounding,
Yes.
our neighborhood.
Yes.
So what measures can we take to stop them from that addiction?
Let me try to answer that.
Okay.
First,
Okay.
I would say it might sound like it's cheap to do, but it's very difficult to break drug addiction. It's very difficult. So the number one thing I think you should do to break drug abuse addiction is to pray first. You cannot break a habit you don't want to break. You have to decide, I want to break this habit. You pray. You seek God's face. Now the next thing you do is to seek professional help. There are therapists, rehabs, even friends that you know that they don't do drugs, or family, somebody you can trust. You seek help. Now the problem about drugs is drugs affect parts of the brain that makes you really get addicted to them. So it will be difficult to break out by just saying, "Oh, I want to stop." It will be difficult to break out by just saying, "I want to stop buying this drug."
Yes.
So, somebody will bring it.
Professional help.
Yes. So you seek professional help. Even if you seek professional help, sometimes, like in this part of the world, in the Western world, it might have nothing to do with spirituality. But in this part of the world,
Yeah.
when your village people see that you already started taking drugs, they will just put their hand on that thing. So that is why you need God. There are some habits you can't break free from without God. So that's my take on that matter.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So there's a question here. It says, what can one do when he loves a girl, but she can't keep herself in one place, and all his friends have slept with her? Misha. Okay.
Come again.
Okay. What can one do when he loves a girl, but she can't keep herself in one place, and all his friends have slept with her? Person Peter said, Misha.
Okay. I think what I would tell the person that sent that message is that the girl is not for him.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for him.
Okay.
So I can say, maybe let me not use the wrong words. Otherwise, I would have said something that people can be happy with. But the fact remains, the girl have never been his own. So he should let go. And I promise him his own will come. The one that will stay with him will come. And the one that will respect him, that will not give herself to all his friends, will come. And when she comes, he will know. So you should just relax and forget about the care.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Ifeanyi, you have any contribution?
Yeah, personally, I think from the experience I've gotten from people, I think there are some people you should let go. You will not die. Contrary to what you think that, oh, I can't live without this person, you won't die.
Yeah,
You will eventually find a way to live without that person.
true.
There are some people that you have to look at where you are going and ask yourself, can I take this person with me? So if you can't take this particular girl that you say is sleeping with your friends and all that, you can't take this person to where you are going. Why? It's baggage. It's excess baggage. When you are flying, you have a particular baggage limit. When you exceed that limit, they will fine you. They will charge you. So you carrying somebody that is not going the same direction with you is excess baggage. And the difference is the fine you would pay will not be money. It could be your life, it could be your time wasted, it could be your destiny, it could be your future. So it's not worth it. So I feel for this person, my personal counsel to this person would be pray,
Okay.
tell God what you want, you want to leave this person, tell God what you want, and let God sort out the rest.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please keep your question moving in. I think Mr. Daniel already answered this question. How can you let go? What are the steps to take to unlove someone?
Is another.
Yeah, another person, like same topic we are talking about.
What are the steps to take to
yes.
unlove someone?
Unlove someone, person you love. To unlove
I
someone.
like before you love someone, what has the person done?
Is that the same like somebody?
No, not the same person now.
No.
No, that's not the same person.
I think I from experience,
Yes.
I have an experience with that kind of question. It is difficult. It is difficult to unlove someone. It's called a soul tie. When you truly love somebody,
Okay.
you are dating them, you are bonded with that person. It's called like the layman would just be a soul tie. It is hard to break a soul tie because it is as a result of being together for a long time. You are in sync with that person. The person can just be moody and you will know exactly what is wrong.
This is not part of you.
Exactly. So it is difficult to break up. The first thing to do for me personally, I think you should pray. God is the first person you should just go to break a soul tie, to unlove someone. Then when praying, you seek God's permission because now you are tired. You know you can't continue. You have to tell God, I can't continue this thing. Help me. And you just see things playing. Things will just be playing. It could just be one thing just come up. Maybe something they were doing in secret, that they are using to blackmail you or to coerce you into a relationship. You just come up and you have a reasonable ground to say, okay, let's just quit. But I'll say for free, it's difficult to unlove someone just like that, except you never really love the person. Some people will say there's a thin line between love and hate. You can love somebody so much, when it doesn't work out, you you just hate them.
Okay.
But you don't want to feel that way. You don't want to hate this person. So it's easy to just talk to God and say, I want to break out of this thing. And God will help you.
There's a question. It said, man in black, now pastor.
Yeah.
Now so prayer, just the talk.
Because God is first. God is first.
So, because
Everything you
from
do.
the beginning, your advice is based on the first step, prayer.
Which is good.
Which is good.
Yeah.
So the person is like, are you a pastor?
I'm not a pastor.
Okay, so that's the major humanity to solve.
The first step, God should not be your last resort.
Okay.
God should not be your last resort. God should be your first. And sometimes it doesn't have to be, as in, you can actually talk to God about trivial things, about little things. I'm talking from my own personal experience. Every decision I make, I ask God. Yes, and he will just have this feeling that okay, he has heard you, he has answered you. You have this peace. Like if you want to, just like that guy saying that you want to unlove someone, when you tell God I want to love this person after praying, you find yourself, you will not be asking yourself, what have I even been thinking? But what was I thinking? That I was just head over this person. Because God has taken away that thing from you.
Okay. So I didn't have any contribution to that.
Okay, let me comment. This
To love someone.
to love someone, not the easiest thing.
Thank you very much.
So you understand. So if somebody loves you, you can't just wake up and say, oh, this person, I don't love him. So except the person is not reciprocating your love. Because there should be reasons to unlove someone.
Yes.
So a relationship that is going on smoothly, everybody is happy, you're happy and happy. There's no, you can't even think of unloving someone there. Okay, Miko said, I'll not say, oh, I want to love my girl or my wife. Are you getting it?
What if there is situation?
For me, before you think of that at all, is that maybe there's already traces of either cheating or lies and all of that.
What if the person is not reciprocating?
That is what I just said. I said, except the person is not reciprocating your love. So if I love you, you don't love me. One, I would already be thinking, why am I wasting time with you? You don't love me, I don't love you. And if you love me genuinely, and I love you genuinely, both of us will know now. Abi?
Sometimes you may not know.
Sometimes I may not know.
Exactly.
But then there should be reason to love someone. So if the girl or the boy is cheating, is not helping, assisting, they are not assisting each other.
Yeah.
Maybe when there is a problem, maybe the guy is having a problem, the guy will carry the problem alone. The girl is having a problem, the girl will carry the problem alone. So the both of them will just have this mindset that this relationship is not heading to anywhere. So gradually, you lose the interest, and from there you will love someone that you're talking about.
Thank you very much, sir. Please keep your question reading. There's another question here.
It's not for the guy in black.
No, it's a general question. Question is like, my friends are persuading me to leave my country, to travel abroad, and I don't have prompting from God. What can I do, please?
A great question. You see, since the person asked to be God, let me answer with God too. Now, you want, your friends want you to travel, but you do not get the prompting from God. My sincere answer is don't. Where you are going to, I've seen people travel to a country. Their friends will be like, come now, come to UK, come to London, come to the US. House there, I'll take care of you. I don't want to talk. When you get there, you will call them, they will not pick. They will leave you stranded. Many cases. I'm just fortunate not to have friends like that, but I've heard stories of people like that. Now, when you get there, it is God that will provide your needs. It is God that will take care of you. As much as you can walk, as much as you can do things better, as smart as you think you are, it's God that will still allow things to come to your way with ease. So if you are just like that person said, the prompting of God, how does God prompt someone to do something? By giving you that feeling that, okay, I want to be here, I want to go here. You wake up and just say, I want to go. You know?
Yeah.
So since you have not had that feeling, stay and wait. Stay and wait. There are some decisions that you would not take, and you would think you will regret it later. I didn't take this one. But at the end of the day, it might actually be a case of thank God I did not do that thing at that time. So I feel, for example, I'm going to give you an example of prompting. I graduated from the university 2015, architecture. From 2015, my parents wanted me to serve. My family, my cousins, my brothers, everybody wanted me to serve. Daniel, go to service. Some of my relatives even said I did not graduate. See, I know myself. You know, this guy not get results. And meanwhile, I already asked my lecturers, the exam officers, and I asked them, hope I don't have any problems. And I said, no. I said, okay, just leave my result. I'm not doing the process. So 2015 passed, 16 passed. My younger ones graduated, went to service before me. 2017 passed, 2018 passed, 2019 they got tired and they said, I beg, just leave him. Then I felt that prompting. Like I was just inside my house, I was and I said, let me just go and save. And I just took off my phone. I called my class rep. I said, Alpha, check school, I want to do this, I want to do that. I called the people I need to call. I went to school, I spent 1 week, but I did the whole thing, everything about the camp stuff in less than 4 days. I came back to town, I did my whole processing, and they posted me to the city where I was living in. They posted me to the city, and that was before, that was after I prayed though. I prayed concerning that I want to serve here. Then I went to camp again. I went to camp, and let me shock you, it was my set that Buhari raised the Alawi to 33,000.
Wow.
From 1980 or 18 something that it has been for years.
Yes.
It's just prompting. It's just prompting.
Okay.
And I served with ease. I did it with ease. I made some connections and all. So that person that asked that question, my advice to that person is you are actually doing the right thing. Wait for God's prompting. It might take time. The people that served my set, they served 2016 after we graduated. Their certificate is there. They might not be using it as much as I'm using mine. You know, you get. So it's not how far but how well. Your race, life is a personal race. You will not say because your friends are going to London, everybody is jackpotting to London, I want to jackpot too. Wait for God's prompting, and when you do it according to God's prompting, you do it with ease and you enjoy yourself wherever you're going. That's my answer.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Eddie, do you have any
Yes, so
contribution?
I gave many contributions different from Mr. Dan.
Okay.
Okay, now the first question is who are your friends? The person that sent the message. Who are your
Okay.
friends? Are they genuine friends? Are they God sent friends? You know, there's this prayer we used to pray that God should open doors, use men and women to favor you.
Yes, Mr. Eddie, please take on the
Okay, I should be audible. Okay.
Yes.
So that is the first question. The friends you are talking about, are they genuine friends? Are they real friends? And it might be that same prompting that you are talking about, that God is using those friends to prompt you that maybe you don't even know. Yes, it's possible. See, God will use those friends, they prompt you, say, this is your time.
Well, if they say they don't have the prompting from God.
That is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
What will make him to know the prompt?
Maybe ask his spiritual father or something.
Father.
I'm sorry, I want
See.
to add something here. God will not prompt you through someone. God will only confirm through someone what has already prompted through you.
That is it.
It is a confirmation. Anything you hear from somebody is a confirmation. If you don't see yourself like that, there's nothing anybody can tell you that you will see yourself like
But
that.
do you know that there are some people, even when God is prompting them, they will not know.
From this writer or this
person.
he knows, the person knows what
That
he or she
prompts
is doing.
have not
Yeah.
come.
Yes. For the person to even say I've not seen that prompting, he knows
If
what
he's
they are doing.
Okay, but for me, if I would advise the guy or the person should just check the friends. If they are genuine friends and they have the capacity to help him.
Yes.
Not that they are telling him to bring money to go to abroad. There are so many ways to help somebody. If they have the capacity that he or she knows that these people can make this dream a reality, he should take this opportunity.
Let me add something. Sometimes it's not just friends, opportunities. Like maybe you have been applying for visa and you just got the visa, but there's no prompting. So what, like, not just friends that want to help you receive you. Maybe you want to go to this country and that's not your destiny. Or you
Okay,
are
okay.
not have that prompting from God.
Okay, what I would say is that instead of prayer, I think he or she should seek a true man of God. Are you getting it? When you meet the right person to direct you,
Okay.
like my father in the Lord, Apostle Dr. Philemon Mark, he can direct you to the right place.
Okay.
He will never make a mistake in advising you. He will hear from God and he will tell you exactly what God has said about you. So that is my advice.
Thank you very much, sir. There's a personal question for Mr. Eddie.
Oh,
So, Mr. Eddie, was he the first woman that you loved that you got married to? Yes or no?
no. No. I think the answer is no. Okay, let me give you a brief history about that. The first person I loved wasn't the person I got married to. You know, as a teenager in the village then, you know, there's this love, village love. The idea is sweet, different. So this girl, we thought we were in love, but we never knew that we were lost. We were actually lost. So I love her, even she thought she lost me. But at the end of the day, we discovered that things were this girl, she was a nice person. She tried to assist me, I tried to assist her. But the parents, there was a day I went to the farm. Before I came back, I saw one man driving away. My father said, look at that man. It's because of you he came. He has been quarreling here because of you that you should leave his daughter. Are you getting it? So that was my first love. And at the end of the day, I discovered that nothing was happening, nothing was moving. So we just parted ways. So she's not the one I got married to.
Thank you very much, sir. So for that prompting question, somebody's like, how do you know the prompting? How do you know it's not your village people that is promoting you?
Mr. Adame has
How do you know
answered that
it's
one.
not your village people that is
That's what I
promoting
was trying to say. Mr. Adam said, when God prompts you, the person will know.
And who
Right.
is like, Mr.
That's
Adam,
what he said.
Mr. Adam, his face said, Pastor, don't pray again for NYC. Automatically, it's like Mr. Dan is like Pastor.
Okay, let's call him Pastor.
Okay, Pastor
I
Dan.
wouldn't really say pastor, Sha, but
Mm.
I will not lie to you to talk to God, because the reason why you get close to somebody is if they have proved themselves over time. You understand? While growing up, I wasn't really close to God like that. I'm from a Christian home, a religious home, but I wasn't really close to God. I experienced God personally, so He gave me a personal relationship with Him. I pray, I talk to God. So it's not a big deal, except for someone who doesn't have that relationship with God. God is your father. Do you like, will somebody say you talk to your father too much, or you talk about your father too much? It's weird. So personally, I feel if God is your father, except you belong to somebody else, Sha, if God is your father, you shouldn't have any problem talking to Him. No matter how dirty you think you are or how unclean, you can always talk to God.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Please keep your question really in. There's a question here. Do you still keep relationship with your friends from secondary school? Because my friends did form for me.
Some of them, yes. It's all about your life path, like where you're going. There are some people who are not going in the same direction as you. You can't keep them. 4 friends can be friends for 4 years.
Really?
It's just like a common saying. Or they will say, okay, 40 friends can be friends for 40 years. Some people are going to fall off.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to fall off.
You meet a new friend.
Yes, you meet new friends. They will also fall off.
Yeah.
It's just where you're going. It's like they'll say, if you stop to back, if you stop to answer, you are going on a journey. You stop to answer dogs that bark on the way, you will not get to your destination on time. So when you are going to somewhere, you have to be focused on your destination, on your journey. And people who don't align with your purpose, your journey, let them find those who align with theirs. You find the ones that will align with yours and move with them. It's not that hard. I've made friends, I've lost friends. I'm not pained. I don't regret any friend I've lost. I wish them well. And I have friends that came into my life and replaced those friends that I lost, and they fit into my life perfectly.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. You what do you have to say?
Okay, I think I don't have many friends back then in secondary school, and I'm not also in contact with them, except 1 or 2 persons that I'm in contact with, and we have been very good friends up till date. Like what Mr. Dan said, friends comes, friends go. Just
Yes.
like soldier go, soldier come. That remains.
Exactly.
So, if your friend when they phone for you, I think he don't know what he do. He don't know what he do, because me, I don't have any of my many of my secondary school friends contacts. For you to have that person's contact and the person still they phone for you,
The privilege.
it's a privilege. The person don't know what thing they do. That's why I said so. So just keep trying, but you know you can't force friends. If you try and he or she keeps forming for you, then you move on with your
Come
life.
for answer now.
Yes, now what you need, you can move on with your life.
Thank you very much. I say if you form for or move on with your life. So there's a question from Mr. Daniel. Mr. Daniel said the guy on black. So the guy on black. Is it wrong to drink alcohol? Because this December I get some plans, but my pastor message no one agree me.
The pastor message no
You know what? Yeah.
To drink the
You know what?
alcohol. You get some plans to drink alcohol.
To enjoy.
Enjoy yourself. But the pastor message no one agree me. Listen, drink the alcohol. If it's wrong to drink alcohol.
Personally, I don't know, like, it's personally I feel like if I want to drink, I ask myself one question.
Okay.
What is the benefit of drinking?
Okay.
The only benefit you're going to get is you get drunk, and drunkenness leads to so many other things. So I think it would be best for you to just follow your pastor's message. Let the message bring you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So you are
There's no benefit from it actually.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me just contribute to that.
Okay.
He said whether it's wrong to drink.
Yes, because the person was planning to go
To
to
go,
drink
but my guy,
December.
now your pastor you won't drink for.
Okay.
I think now your own you won't drink. Because you say your pastor don't agree. One part they tell you say,
Make you
you
drink.
still go.
Uh-huh.
The other part they tell you say, pastor don't send you message. So which one you want? Is it because of the pastor? Is it that you adhere to the message now? Tomorrow you come sneak out, go enjoy yourself.
Exactly.
So for me, drinking is not bad. It's not bad to drink. Yes, you can drink red wine. Red wine has alcohol. It's not necessarily missing out in beer.
Alcohol is alcohol. Alcohol
So
is alcohol.
you can drink red wine. Yeah, they used to say red
Mr.
wine.
Eddie
is
say
good for the
you
heart.
should drink red wine.
Yes, so.
For
And another
some
way to
people,
enjoy
they can't-
yourself
Yeah.
is to. It's not necessarily mean that you must drink to enjoy yourself.
This December.
This December, you can eat good food.
Maybe let bust.
Let me not bust, but eat food. Eat fruits. You understand?
It's heavy.
Eat healthy, and you enjoy yourself in that way. You wanted to say something?
No, thank you very much. So, Mr. Eddie, I think you should drink red wine. Part of the enjoyment.
You can take that one.
So, you're advising them to drink alcohol, so not to adhere to the teaching of the pastor.
No, the red one is not bad.
There's alcohol.
It's not bad.
Yes.
He did not expressly say what the pastor said. He just said the pastor
Personally.
message not clear.
Okay,
It
no
could not even
problem.
it could be something not even related to drinking, but he just feels guilty.
No, you mentioned alcohol.
Okay.
The person is planning to drink this December, but the pastor has been preaching on alcohol.
Like I said, you have to weigh what you are benefiting.
Okay.
Alcohol will only get you one thing,
Yes.
drunk. You have not seen somebody drink and they made money, or they drank and they got a connection. If you drink, you get drunk.
But there are people that drink but they're not drunk.
It doesn't
They do
start
it
once.
moderately.
It doesn't start.
They do it
when you-
moderately. For example, let me give you myself as an example. I'm not a drunkard. I don't drink. Are you getting it? Are you getting it?
Okay.
That does not mean that I hate alcohol.
Yes, I understand.
So my kind of person is that I can't withstand alcohol.
Okay.
Not that I can't drink, oh, my guy. I not say I know they drink, but me, my body, they feel withstand that. So that's why I said there are some persons they will drink but they will not get drunk. Once they do it moderately, they know that now here my power is they will stop.
It's true though, because what God doesn't really like is us doing things
Excessively.
in essence. For example, food. Nobody will say food is crime,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But one of the sins is gluten.
Gluten.
When you eat too much, It's a sin.
Yes.
Eat too much is wrong.
Yes. Wrong.
So anything you do in excess is wrong. It's totally wrong. You can do things moderately.
What if you pray in excess?
That one is not, it's not that long. It is good to look
Because
at
anything you do in excess is
No.
wrong.
Anything you know, like my
That's not
anything you
wrong
take
now.
in.
Okay, taking, not
Yes.
to.
No.
Okay, thank you very much. Sir. So please keep your question coming in. There's a question here. What are the criteria you check to pick your partner?
What to ask me first?
You can go first if you want to.
Criteria.
Yes. Picking a partner.
You have a partner now, so you can tell me.
But that doesn't mean you know answer.
You will answer.
Okay.
Well, before you pick a partner, God will have to direct you. God must direct you. And when you see your partner, you will know. Yes. Because my wife is not the first person I intended to marry. So along the line, the relationship couldn't work out. But when I saw my wife, I knew that is my wife. So the criteria is just follow God's principle. Follow the line of God. God will just direct you. Every step you are taking, God will just confirm it. And so it will be. So if, for example, you tell your wife, I love you, your wife tells you, you love you back. The feeling that you will get, it will be different from something that is not true. What I mean is that if you tell your wife, I love you, your wife is telling you she loves you back, you know that this love is actually genuine. That feeling will be different from the one that is not genuine. Are you getting it? So when you follow God's principle, everything will just work out for you. Though I know there are some people that they also force themselves into marriage. So I don't have any experience about that. So I'm speaking for myself.
Okay. Personally, I feel. I think the first and the last man God actually chose a wife for was for the first man. And when he did, when the man sinned because of the wife, when God asked him, "Why are you naked?" He says, God asked him, "Did you eat from the fruit?" He says, "The woman you gave me."
Yes.
He's blaming God because he did not ask for wife. But if you follow God's pattern of the original pattern of God is a helper. When God created the woman for the man, what he says, let's make for him a helpmate, somebody who can help him. So a woman in your life that is not helping you becoming what you should be, helping you become a better man, helping you in one way or the other, is not for you. If it's someone you can talk to and show them the way that God designed this thing, this is what you should do, this is how you should, and they start being like, it's fine. But if they are just saying, "Oh, I beg, I want to do my thing myself," if you not all those zodiac sign or your favorite food and many other things.
Respect.
Exactly. So it is more of God's plan, because I've seen in life that a woman who actually helps you is a priceless woman. A woman actually helps you. It could be your goals, your career, your pursuit in life, your destiny. Someone who helps you. That doesn't mean they have to live their own vision. But as long as that person is helping you as a man, then that is the first thing you should look out for. Then, secondly, for me, where does the person stand? Does the person believe in what you believe in? God. You will not want to see your partner going on a different path and you are going on a different path. It will even bring conflict when it comes to raising kids. You and your partner have to have a common ground on the way you want to raise your kids. So if your partner is a juju worshiper or whoever, and you are a Christian who loves God, it's a conflict. It doesn't matter how much you love them, there will always be a separation, because you people are different. You give birth to kids and you want to raise them in this way, and the person who I've been raised in this way from my family background, I want to learn. It's already breeding conflict. So where the person stands, that's the second thing. Then you can go as deep as looking into health and all those things. You know, people tend to leave out the things that matter when searching for a partner, and go for the things that don't. You're meeting somebody you like, that you feel you kind of with this person, and you're not asking the right questions like what is their genotype, their family background and stuff. And when you decide you want to marry them now, you find out they are AS. You are also AS. You will not say, oh, God will heal us. No, no. God will not put you. God can show you mercy and say, okay, I want to make this thing work. But then God has given you the will to choose. You cannot put yourself, and you cannot put the lives of children at risk because of love, or you want to settle with this person you must marry. So when searching for a life partner, is more than just looks or their degree or whatever. Number one thing is, are they helping you? As soon as they come into your life, what are they doing? Are they helping you or draining you? Secondly, where do they stand? You have to be able. Christianity is, to me, Christianity is a language. The other religions, they are all languages. So if I speak my language, is something you can understand, or I was speaking one thing and speaking something else. So it's, for me, those are the top tier of that list.
Thank you very much, sir. So there's a question here. Which of the three of you are single? I'm going to say which ask you now.
We'll skip that question.
Which of the three of us?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not saying. So you put your
Skip
answer
that
yourself.
Next question, please.
Pastor, you don't want to answer that.
I saw that I'm not married. I'm not.
Exactly. I'm not married.
I'm not married. I'm single.
So that's the answer now.
Next question.
Please keep your question. Keep your question coming, please. Yeah, there's a question here. Please, how can you work with someone with trust issues?
Walk, like W-A-L-K.
Yes.
Or walk.
W-O-R-K.
Walk with someone.
With someone with trust issues.
Okay. For me, I feel trust issues doesn't just spring up. It's as a result of betrayals. Yes, that nobody has trust problems by default.
Yes.
It's as a result of betrayal. When you have been betrayed in a particular, for example, you did business with somebody, they betrayed you. You did a game on a different person, they betrayed you. It's now turning into a pattern, and it breeds trust issues.
Yeah.
So, what to do with somebody who has trust issues is to give them a reason to trust you. When you give them a reason to trust you, the trust thing will just die silently. When you keep playing to that pattern, they are expecting a betrayal.
Okay.
They're already expecting it.
Yes.
They are doing things with you, just expecting it by default. What you should do is give them a reason to trust you. Prove to them that they can trust you. Not pointing blames and say fix yourself, or it's just like telling somebody that just graduated that to employ them they have to have 5 years experience working.
Exactly.
How do you expect person to get that 5 years if you don't let them work?
That person.
So you tell somebody to fix themselves. Who will fix them, or how they fix themselves if they don't find someone that they can trust, or someone who is worth trusting? So when you have someone who has trust problems and you want to work with them, you just give them a reason to trust you, and after that it becomes easy.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, just a little bit comment on that. Like what Brother Dan said, yes, you have to give someone a reason to to trust you. Well, along the line, there might be issues, there might be mistakes that will lead you not to trust someone. But then, it is good to also give somebody another chance. For example, in a family life, maybe husband and wife, there might be trust issue in their marriage. Maybe the woman might have done something wrong, the man must have done something wrong. The man feel they able to do something, not to let the wife know. The wife feel they do something, not to let the man know. But as a husband and wife, both of them supposed to be doing things together. But if the man come find out say, this is my wife, you don't go do something for back, I don't know, come go later, you not be able to tell me. You will not have this issue, these grudges in your mind that does that mean I don't feel trust my wife? But it might be for me, just give your wife or your husband another chance for you to trust him or her. So always learn to give opportunity and chances. But if it keeps happening, it might not be family life, it might not be your marriages, it might be friends, and brothers and sisters. If it keeps happening, then you'll find another way to sort it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We are running out, but we have some questions to attend to. Let me go with this. How do you overcome the guilt of past sins?
What?
How do you overcome the guilt of past sins?
The guilt of
Past sin.
You have done something.
Something and
in the
the
past.
thing
It's easy.
Thing is
The answer.
keep coming. Sometimes like there are some sins like because every when you pray, you not be like, is it my sin? Or you go through one time, you not be like, is it this sin that is
The answer is already inside the question.
okay? How do you overcome the guilt of
Past
past
sin is past.
Past.
Forget it.
Okay.
When God forgives you of your sin, He doesn't hold the sin against you. So just like they said, past sins. You don't say, how do you get over your sins?
No,
Past sins.
Yeah.
So take it as that past is past.
And deal with the present.
But sometimes it's actually difficult. I can understand what that person might be going through. Past is not just past. So actually, sometimes it keeps coming.
True.
Something might just happen to you. You might just think, oh, maybe not because of
Nemesis.
Nemesis. Let me just be this one.
Mm.
If you are not moving forward, you will just be thinking otherwise. Now what thing I do so time. So the thing will still just keep coming. So I think you just need to pray about it.
Okay.
Meet your pastor to help you to pray.
Okay.
And also just learn to forget it. Just try. It might be difficult, but learn to forget it and pray about it. God will help you.
Okay. Let's quickly rush these questions because we are running up now. Which country can a youth looking for a greener pasture go to now? Nigeria.
Yeah, well, all of us live together.
Nigeria is green. The land is green. You know why it's green.
Which land? The junction.
So what's the advice? Country. We are ultra west parts here.
There's no
It
trouble.
depends on what you want to go and do.
Okay.
Yes, like I said, there are some countries that don't really favor people of a particular race, race,
Racism.
particular profession. You will not make money. Race, they need that profession, but they don't just need you
Your
as
skin
your
color.
because of your skin color.
Yes.
So when you are thinking about then you can also think about climate conditions. Like for example, someone who has pneumonia here in Nigeria wants to go to Canada. What do you want to go find? Or Russia?
And then,
Just because your friend said, oh, they're looking for doctor and you're a medical doctor, you want to run. So there are a lot of things you have to consider. So it's for me, it's more of a personal thing. It's not a general question that you say, okay, which country that should everybody go to? If not, everybody should pack to US, to UK. But it's your personal thing. You have to look at where you fit, where you can fit into as per your profession, what you are going to do there, your plans. Do you even want to to settle down there, or you just want to go and work, get money and come back. There are a lot of things you have to think about when you're looking for where to relocate to for greener pastures. It might just be greener pastures to you, but there are a lot of things when it comes to greener pastures. When you go there, you know inside greener pasture there is racism.
Yeah.
When you are looking for one, you just want to survive. Meanwhile, someone is trying to press you down. There are some countries that I know that you can't rise to a certain level in your career. You can't rise to a certain level. Why? Because you are black. A lot. For example, Germany. There are some places you can't rise to a certain level. When you are doing well, you are growing from junior staff to this to project manager to this to that. When you get to all those director, board member, CEO to their normal qualities, and so it's not like you are not qualified to live there, to actually work there and earn a honest living. But just because of the way the system is built, it will not favor you to go somewhere else. And like I usually say, the first person you should ask is God. When God gives you that prompt, go to this place, you just feel good about going to that place. Then you cannot go and do this remaining research and find out how to survive there. You cannot go to Canada and expect to be okay and not be cold. You understand? So you have to prepare for that while you are planning. I want to go to Canada. John is in Canada. Mr. Eddie is in Canada.
Okay.
So you have to have your own personal
Okay, just a few words
research.
concerning that. We know say Nigeria hard now. The truth is Nigeria hard, and the government have made it so difficult for us to do. But the truth is this: even as Nigeria hard rich, God is still faithful. God is still providing. So traveling, if you ask majority of the youth now, say Alpha, you travel or you stay in Nigeria, which one? They will say anywhere they want enter. Maybe they just come out for the country.
Exactly.
So the first thing is you have the opportunity to travel out. You have the opportunity. It's not just to travel out to go and be idle. You should have something doing, the handwork, or you have a certificate that you are going to use to work.
Yes.
So you cannot just travel without you don't know what you are going there to do. So if you know what you are going there to do and you have the opportunity, please take it. Just take it. That is my advice.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I think should be our last question.
Okay.
Is it right to get carnal knowledge of someone you love before marriage and know it's something you can cope with, or get to know them after marriage and find out that he's impotent and walk away from it?
Come again. That question is long.
It's long. I think it's two questions
Question
in
1A,
one.
1B, and C.
So it's like, is it right to get carnal knowledge of someone you love before marriage? I know if it's like, is it right to have carnal knowledge of someone you love before
Okay.
marriage? So know, like, I know if it's something you can cope with, or get to know them after marriage and find out that he's impotent, like testing.
It's totally wrong. There are many ways you can actually do that. If that's what they're asking.
Yes.
There are many ways. If it's to know if the person is fertile, there are many
Yes.
ways. You can run a test. There are many laboratories that can do that. He's a medical professional and we share more light on that. But there are many ways you can tell if a man is fertile or is not, if he's sterile. Not by having kind by testing it. It doesn't make sense. You give other reasons. But there are many ways you can.
I'll just say a few words concerning that.
Okay.
The truth remains that we are not being taught that before marriage you should test your wife or you test your husband. There's no way that matter that they teach and say you must test your wife, test your husband. So the truth is that after marriage and you find out that the man is impotent, that marriage is undecent. but that one you can divorce.
Okay, advice.
Just divorce the woman and go for another man.
Okay.
Another
Okay.
partner.
Because marriage on distance, church, our church, we know this and that.
Okay.
So because the woman, the man supposed tell the wife say,
If the man don't know.
why you not go know?
That's a good question.
If the man
Some people
don't
They go
don't.
know.
They don't.
Some people don't. That's why the best thing is just to run the test. Some people don't.
Well, that's true.
Some people don't because they are just living your life. You don't really do
There's
the test.
another one, sometimes the man, they will say, you know, they get up. You know, they get up at all. The man will know now.
No, they are
The
different.
potency is different. He's unable to father a child.
Mm.
So, for me, if the man is not aware, he should be aware. Because all of those tests, they would have run those
People don't go for
tests.
test, they just fall in
before-
love and
There are many types of sterility. It could be low sperm count.
Yes.
That one has nothing to do with ejaculation or not.
Exactly.
It's doctor that will tell you that you have
Yes.
a prostate, and you will not know until you try to father a child. So it's not really about whether the man can ejaculate or whatever.
Okay. Now, in that case, in terms of no sperm count, there's another way. We have IVF.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
or
You will not know.
No,
What if you marry the person without knowing that? It's not the person's fault.
it's not. That's what I'm saying.
So-
There's always a way
So
out.
they should stay.
They will stay. They
Okay.
should go for IVF. IVF is there. Surrogacy is there.
But marriage is not all about having babies.
Of
What's
course.
about the other way around?
But in our African settings,
Which
the
one?
man want to have a child, the woman want to have a child. Apart from it's only for pleasure and companion. That's what he's saying. Marriage can be for pleasure and for companion. Which is true. But it's also for procreation.
Okay. Now the solution for procreation, which is IVF.
IVF is
So what about the solution for pleasure?
that one is. I just said
Okay,
about
if
that one is
the man
it's
is
a no no.
sterile,
If it's sterile, it's a no no.
Okay.
Just divorce.
Okay.
That's just because it's on deceit.
Only
Married on
for the
deceit.
case of low sperm count.
It's always for yeah. Are you okay with that?
Yes. Thank you very much. So I think we have.
Are we rounding up? I saw your message. You said,
Oh,
you know.
there's one message because we are running up.
We are rounding up, we are-
Let me
just
just.
give us one more weeks.
Okay, let me
I'm
quickly.
enjoying the session.
Okay. Okay, they say what if no money for IVF? IVF cost though.
Very expensive. Yes.
It's not for man.
IVF is expensive.
Very, very expensive.
That's why I was telling you, it's difficult to like. For me, I feel detecting the problem before trying to solve it is usually cheaper and better. So that is why it's advised to go for all this checkup.
In the case
I'm not
of
a fan. I've never been a fan of what is your favorite color. I asked reasonable questions like genotype, family background. Do you have more than your family? So that you know exactly you are getting married.
Yes.
You know, there are some questions you start asking. Like I might not know if I want to get married, I might not know my fiance's favorite color. All those things, you have time inside the marriage to discover all those things. What you should find out are the things that really matter, the game changers. You know somebody's favorite color, their favorite food, their favorite clothes, but you don't know their genotype. When it gets to the time for genotype, favorite color will vanish from your head because you won't be able to put them side by side. The things that matter are things that should be discussed. Then moving forward, you should be able to boldly say, let's go and do this test. As a matter of fact, I think churches now are adapting it.
Yes.
They'll take you and do the general test, everything before you start your counseling. So it's a good thing.
Thank you very much. I think you are very correct. Churches nowadays they always tell you to go and do test genotype, blood group,
Yes.
and what have you. But this particular one, I think it's not been added. It's
The fertility
the
test.
fertility test. I don't think so. But if they are doing it, fine. If they are not doing it, I think there's need for churches to start putting that
Yes.
into their plans. They should go for infertility test. Now, somebody said the IVF is expensive.
Expensive. It is.
True, IVF is expensive, but it's no longer that expensive. We used to understand that IVF is sometimes 5 million, 3 million.
IVF, I believe, is almost the same thing as DNA test. If not,
I don't know. I don't know the actual amount, but I can tell you, even junior staff in a place of work, they are doing IVF. Yes. IVF is the cost.
It's in millions
implication
of naira.
is no longer so. There is a way they do it. You cannot pay instrumentally. It's not that you must do the 5 million, 10 million, 5 million, 3 million before you can do it. No.
Instrumental in
You
this
can't.
country.
Yes.
I'll carry Belero though.
No, you're not wrong. You will come there. There's a way they do it. IVF is not that expensive. I have experience. Somebody I know, they're having issue with their infertility. Fine and good. The process they have gone through, trying to find a solution to the problem, they have spent more money than they would have used to even go for IVF. I get it.
yeah.
Because there is this mindset that IVF is too expensive. But rather, they will be going from one hospital to another, one herbalist to another, looking for solution. And they'll be spending more money. At the end of the day, when you do your calculation, you find out that you have even spent more than what you would have used to go for IVF. So if you want to go for IVF, go to the proper IVF center. Seek for information, know the cost implication, and you are good to go. I can assure you it's no longer too expensive. It is affordable.
Let's have one last question before we run.
One last question.
One last question.
But there's no question here, but I don't think. Okay, let me just read it out. Please, Christmas is here. What do you have to say to those who boyfriend haven't bought clothes and shoe for? Huh? What's it? Oh God.
My guy that time.
Go now.
See,
Okay,
okay.
baby.
What have you done for your boyfriend?
Apart from that, this mindset of Christmas.
You cannot withdraw for it because of pussy.
Christmas is not for boyfriend and girlfriend.
Thank you very much.
I don't know. When it comes to Christmas, everybody will buy clothes, buy drinks, buy cars, building house. It's not that Christmas is not about that. Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. Celebrate God. Now your birthday. now Jesus' birthday now. Why you call the say people want to buy shoe for or buy clothes for? You don't get clothes before. The one you get before, keep wearing them.
Thank you very much.
But I should be the last.
Okay, let me just test you the same. It said someone told me IVF is the same and it's against the will of God. How true is it?
It's not.
There's no way in the Bible when
It's
I think
written.
It's not at all.
the person would have pointed it
Person
out.
is living in the dark.
It's not in the Bible.
Okay, so that's all for that.
Yes.
Alright.
There's a question there. Somebody said
Question.
peace, health, and money, something like that. Which one?
I
Have you?
didn't see that question.
Peace. What?
Okay.
Just check.
Okay.
Somebody wrote something like, which one would you choose?
Peace.
Health and
The
money.
nation, peace, health, and money.
Health
That
and
you
money.
choose one inside.
Okay. That's true. You can only choose one.
Yes.
Money, peace,
And
health.
yes.
What will be your choice?
It's easy.
It's easy, right?
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. You cannot be deprived of those things and have peace.
Exactly.
You cannot have health issue and have
Exactly.
peace.
Exactly. Money
Is
does
it
not
true?
bring peace.
It's the truth.
Eh?
Look, see what I'm saying. See what I mean. You cannot
Sick.
you cannot be sick and have peace. You cannot be broke and have peace. I mean, you will be broke to get peace.
But if you have health, God.
and not have
I
peace,
don't have
you will run from that health.
No, let me tell you.
Nothing.
They say health is wealth, right?
Yes,
If you have health,
you have wealth.
All
but you don't have
the peace. If
You
if,
don't have
if you have health, the peace and the money will come.
No, if you have
You do know how many times
Does not
Jesus
ensure your
Christ, you know how many times Jesus Christ said, peace, the peace of God be with your peace be unto this place and all that. Peace is
Well, have you ever heard that health is wealth?
it is now. They mentioned it today. Health is wealth, abi? Money and health. But you don't have peace. Those two
Okay,
things mean
what
nothing
if
to
you have peace and you don't have health?
That's what I'm saying. You can't have peace and not have health.
Are you sure?
It's a trick question. Like, okay,
Trick
look,
question.
see, look. How can you have? Do you know what peace is? Peace. Peace means it's calm, nothing troubling you. Health can trouble you. Being broke can trouble you.
But people
Having
can,
peace is
people can be calm, they can have everything and they don't have health.
if you are at peace, you have won.
peace be still.
If you are at peace, see,
You have
no, I don't lie. If you are at peace, you have won.
You can have health and not have peace.
If you are at
Around
peace
you.
and no money, no good health, which I know is not possible with
The
peace.
question is
It's tricky.
tricky.
That's why I said the easiest thing to answer that question is
You know,
peace.
for me, I choose health because you can have peace.
No money for you.
Health is wealth. You can always what you
I
have.
choose money.
You know, say the woman will always choose money. Like I think, the woman will always
Okay, I
choose money.
choose peace actually.
Peace and
So we have shared it.
Peace is
Money, peace, health.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very
Wanna
much.
give me money? Can't take your peace.
Me, I know that health is wealth.
I
If I
use
have health,
extra.
if I have health, I will get the money. Money will show.
Health. For
Even
me,
the
I
peace
feel
will
that's-
come.
But you know sometimes
Money will
money
be
can
peace.
buy health, you know.
Not
Not all sickness,
All
but sometimes money
sickness.
can cure some sickness.
yes, yes.
Do you know how many billionaires died from COVID?
That's true.
They have the money.
And money first, let's do this money first. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Eddie
Thank you
and
very
Mr.
much.
Daniel.
Daniel. It was nice having you here
Thank you
today.
very much.
So, we have come to the end of this segment of this program. Before that, I want to give a shout out to our father, Apostle Philemon Ehimak. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Three Boza.
Boza. Boza.
Thank you very much,
That's
guys.
the boss of
So
all
please
bosses.
stay tuned for more episodes of this program. Stay
Please,
blessed.
please, we'll do this again and we'll prepare for it.
Okay. Love you. Bye. Thank you very much.